Hello again, everybody, and welcome to a new ant keeping season. It's that time of year again. Ants, or Laceus, really need a minimum of 90 days hibernation. 90 days at cold temperature is what tells them that they've experienced winter and that it's safe to start producing because winter's over. If they've had less than 90 days, they can think it's an unexpectedly warm day in the middle of winter and it won't trigger them to start producing again. So yeah, my ants, as you know, anyone who follows my channel, went into the fridge at the start of November. So they've had November, December, January. There's their 90 days, plus 3 weeks in February. And I was starting to put them into a cold room in October. So they've had the full period. So I feel it's safer than every previous year I've done it at this time, and it's never been any problems. So yes. First colony to come out today was the new main colony, which is a test tube. So anybody who caught their queens last June, you're in the same boat as me here. This is your first year. This is where ant keeping is going to get exciting now. I mean, people get into ant keeping, they catch a queen in June and they're like, oh, when will I see? When will I have? When will this happen? And the answer for people who are all keen and enthusiastic with a new queen in June is not for a whole year. But now this is where things will start to happen. So yes, I got the test tube colony out, and this is what I've fitted them up to this year. Just one outworld because they're only small, they won't need two outworlds. I've gone for the lower one just because I preferred it last year for visibility. It seemed to be better than the taller one, but anyway. I've given them a small nest. It's quite large actually, it's not that small, but I know that by the end of this year, or I hope that by the end of this year, they'll be up to around 500 workers and will be filling this nest. So as I normally do, no forcing ants to move, no tipping or dumping or anything like that. I get a four-way connector, connect the nest to the four-way connector, a rubbish area with a slidey door on it because they love dry dead ends to put their rubbish in, the outworld connected, and then the test tube that they've spent hibernation in, connect that up as well. Now they're free to move whenever they want. They don't have to move, they don't have to go into that nest. If they think it's too big, they can stay in that test tube for as long as they want. Here's what I predict. If things are going well, if my ants are growing as they should, this is what we should see. So I looked at them. They're about 35 to 40 workers coming out of hibernation. Queen's alive, workers are alive, can't see any dead ones, looks good. Big pile of larvae, which again, if you've got a healthy colony, they should come through hibernation with probably about as many larvae as there are ants. So I predict that by the end of March, all of those larvae will have turned into pupa. And actually by the end of March, those pupa will be probably getting close to a closing. So around the end of March, I predict about 80 workers. Hopefully the queen will have started to lay. We might have even some new larvae by the end of March, but a lot of eggs. And if there are 80 workers by the end of March, probably about 150, 160 workers by the end of April. 300 workers perhaps by the end of May, and then 500-600 by June, July. That's what I would hope. Regarding moving into the nest, if anybody's watched my pheromone video, which I did, where I explain how ants have what they call their home area pheromone trail, The first sign that you know they're interested in moving into something is if you see workers that run around inside. They have this thing where they run really fast. I don't know, but I think that is them sort of running around marking it all as home territory. So as soon as I see workers in the nest exploring around, that's a good sign. Then you will start to notice some workers will actually live in the nest. They will just move a few workers in, not the larvae yet, maybe 5 or 6 workers will just sit around in there, and then suddenly overnight one night the whole colony will move in. So I'll keep an eye out for that and keep you updated. I put some sugar in the outworld, no protein yet, too early for protein. In fact, it's probably too early for this sugar. I doubt they'll find it today, but we'll see. I put one lot right near the entrance and another lot up on the little table because that's where I'm going to feed them long term. So I'll keep an eye on them, see how long it takes for them to come out and explore and how long it takes before they find the sugar. And then I'll probably take Flavus out of hibernation either tomorrow or Thursday. I like to just stagger it a little bit because I've got to prepare all the outworlds and paint it with flu on and everything like that. So I'll keep an eye on this colony for today, maybe tomorrow, and take the Flavus out soon and make another video when I do take the Flavus out. So yeah, welcome to ant keeping, anybody who's new and caught their queen last June. This is where the explosion happens. This is where a colony takes off. This is where you will, for the first time, end up getting yourself an actual proper functioning ant colony rather than just a test tube colony. And as per normal, I'll keep you updated and I'll keep making videos as things happen. Welcome back, everybody, and thank you for watching. Until next time, goodbye.